Hi, I'm Rob Comstock, President and CEO of Service Experts. I'm thrilled to be here today with Frank Terry, our Regional Director for the Southeast. Thanks for joining, Frank. I appreciate your willingness to come on camera and talk a bit about your story. So if you don't mind, maybe just share a bit about how you got started and your journey.
All right. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate you asking me to do this. We had a fun conversation regarding this, and I am passionate about our organization and what we're able to do for people. I came into the organization as basically what we call a sales service coordinator. Now is the role, but I came in, like you said, answering the phones. Eventually ended up in the operations manager role for that center, and that was about the time we were acquired by Service Experts and became part of the Service Experts organization. I became general manager there in Roanoke, Virginia in 2001. Was a lot to learn. I tell GMs when they're coming in, expect to drink from the fire hydrant. There's a lot to learn, and it comes at you quick. But it's just heart, passion, daily grind. 2005, 2006 with the organization was a pivotal year for me. Some pretty significant changes in our personal life. It was a maturing point in my world, mid-20s, and I needed to make some changes in my life. And I really doubled down with what we were doing, needed to, so that my wife could come home. Those 2 years resulted in a 2007 President's Club performance. We were runner-up for Center of the Year that year. And that kind of really changed my destiny and my outlook on what was available to us as service experts. And it helped me, I think, become a better mentor and a better leader because I had seen what was possible in my life. Then the day came and I was ready to do something else. When I raised my hand, it was in very, very short order that I was given the opportunity to be the region operations manager of the Mid-Atlantic, thanks to Carrie Reed. It is my 25th year. Hope to have 15 to 20 more in me, but we'll see about that. But I love what I do, and I'm glad to be able to be part of Service Experts.
It's an awesome story, Frank. Thanks for sharing that. If you were to highlight 2 or 3 pieces of advice or secrets to success, what would those be?
I'm an old school guy, Rob, so I'm going to have to rely on what I learned from my grandfather and my dad, and it comes back to hard work. Do more. Don't wait to be asked. Look for an opportunity. Look for something that needs to be done. Fill a need. Opportunity will come find you.
Yeah, great advice. And I, like you, a bit old school, and the lessons learned from my dad about work ethic and create value, and opportunities will come. So totally agree with you. And I think I know the answer to the question, but I'll ask you anyway. What I find about Service Experts generally broadly is it is a lot like family. No one will ever turn down a ask for help or a phone call for advice, information, perspective. I think we're one of the most welcoming, warm groups of people that I've ever worked with. My guess is if somebody said, hey, I'd love to call Frank and get his perspective on something, my guess is you say, sure, do that.
Absolutely, Rob. And I appreciate you mentioning the family aspect of it. This is a little different than a conversation and a little nerve-wracking, so you forget some of the things. But my Roanoke team is still my family. My next assignment after that was Comforted Tech, their family. I reach out to those people, and you continue to build your network. So not only would I do that, but I hope that everybody watching this is doing that for someone else, and that's how we all grow together.
Totally agree. Awesome. Well, again, Frank, thank you for taking the time, sharing your story. Hopefully this is helpful to bring to life that core value we have around internal growth and career opportunity, and important that we keep people as long as they want to stay with us and pursue their interests in their careers. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Glad to do it. Thanks for having me.